You've said this many times, Malu. Hindi ka DDS. Somehow, it doesn't feel easy
people do
to
not
believe. Right.
Yeah. I'm not DDS for the simple reason that I wasn't with Duterte in 2016. I
Okay.
was with Binay. And secondly, I don't like to claim something where others have already done work ahead of me. So I am not DDS in
Okay.
that sense.
So how would what's the proper term then? That you're not DDS, but you're a Duterte supporter?
I'm a Duterte supporter.
Okay.
Duterte meaning the vice president.
Not the father?
The father,
By
I'm
extension?
thankful. That's why I'm helping the daughter. I'm thankful for the 6 years
Okay.
of the kind of service he has done. And because I wasn't part of that, I would like to be thankful for the 6 years and do work with the daughter.
Do work with the daughter. Okay. It's not exactly easy times for the
It's not.
Dutertes right now.
It's not good to be a Duterte today.
Okay.
For the simple reason that the father is out and that the daughter is being demolished left and right. So it's not something that you would probably be talking about it quite often. Something to be proud still because the Duterte brand still remains. It's just that you have to be careful when you say, I support the VP, considering all this, agencies of government running after those who are alleged to be close to the vice president.
And yet, Maluno, somehow you don't seem to suffer the same fate as other Duterte supporters. I mean, recently, I'll just give you one example, former Congressman Mike Defensor. So somehow hindi ka pa naman ganun nalalagay sa ganung
Pero
sitwasyon.
nalagay ako sa LOA, Patrick. My person and my company was subjected to a LOA by BIR.
Okay, can you tell us what LOA is?
LOA is letter of what is LOA? It's a BIR instrument to look into your income.
Oh, okay.
So I was placed there. I was able to get a positive a clearance rather from them since I have nothing to hide. There were no monies that were not reported. Insofar as my personal, I was under the run after tax evaders. I am not a tax evader. I pay my dues to this country. So I guess if you're honest and you show the record, people will see that despite being in the political world, that I can still be clean and reporting this.
Did that incident leave a chilling effect, so to speak?
Yes, because the manner by which they did the personal thing was there were some quote-unquote agents who went to the house of ancestral house of my mom, and they were looking into vehicles midnight. They were asking the barangay if I still live there, and what are the goings on of that residence. So my sense was good that my mom is no longer with me. But if she was there, it would be very hard because, all of a sudden there are these groups of individuals going to the house and just checking around.
And despite that incident, you're still here and still very much vocal.
Yes. My sense, Patrick, is it is my way of helping the country. It is my way of just standing for certain causes that I believe. Even while I was a college student, I still held on certain principles that guide me in my professional career.
Didn't you think that baka naman coincidence ng tong LOA?
Hindi, may
Marami nakakatanggap daw niyan.
Marami nakakatanggap. Lahat na nakakatanggap.
Not necessarily political, ang
Ay,
motive.
hindi, pero itong cycle na ito, karamihan, either supporter, business associate ng mga Duterte. So, but I was...
Nakasama ka sa batch noon.
Oo, nakasama ako doon. Meron pang isa na nagtitinda lang daw siya ng pomelo. All through her life, that's her job, business. and then she receives a LOA.
Okay, I just want to know, no, baka naman kasi it's not unique to this administration na nangyari mga ganito because they've also said in the past that that's the usual instrument or weapon
But I never had
before
that
in the
before.
past.
I
But
never
maybe
had
because
that.
you weren't as critical in the past.
Probably.
But maybe previous administrations have also done the same thing, exercised the same thing.
Probably. I'm not sure because I didn't have any personal knowledge. I didn't receive any. It's only this administration that I got one.
Okay. Malu, no, how is the vice president doing? Seeing how she's conducting herself now, um, do you think she's doing it correctly? Like,
Well, there are certain things. You're a comms person. There are crisis managers who would say that is not the right way. But you have to understand that the Dutertes cannot be coached.
okay,
I mean that's general for
even the
for-
daughter.
Even the daughter. Well,
Mo-
the daughter will listen.
Okay.
But the daughter has her own has his own way of doing things. Unlike the father who would outrightly say, "No, I don't want PR. I don't want." The daughter will listen, but at the end, she will decide. And to a certain degree, if you believe in her cause, you just support that decision.
Who do they say is more stubborn or hard-headed? The father or the daughter?
When stubborn is related to politics, I think the daughter is more stubborn than the father. The father really knows the politics.
Okay.
The daughter is a hesitant national figure. Never really wanted to be national. All she wanted was Davao. But she was trusted in that position, and she had to learn so many things. Part of which is the kind of political world that national leaders live in. Compared to the local, it's really malapit ka sa tao, nandun ka sa lugar mo, kilala mo lahat. Pero pagdating mo sa Maynila, kung ano mang probinsya ka, you're like a foreign individual trying to adjust to so many things. Siguro ang magandang comparison doon, yung probinsyana siya.
Mhm.
So ang tingin ng taga Manila, pag probinsyana, mahina,
Madaling
yeah,
mauto.
madaling mauto, hindi marunong magdamit, hindi marunong mag-English, hindi.
Do you see that attitude towards her by people who
Yeah.
gravitate towards her? May ganon.
In Metro Manila,
Yes.
in NCR.
O within her
Wait.
own circle? Hindi.
Hindi naman kasi she surrounded herself with taga Davao, and
Okay.
I think that is one reason why she wanted kilalang mga kasama.
Okay.
Rather than someone from outside, trained abroad, with a very expansive academic degrees. Hindi yun ang sukatan niya eh. Ang sukatan niya, how do you treat yung tao and how do you relate with
For
him?
somebody who wants to, she's openly declared that she wants to run in 2028. Don't you think that it's about time for her to break out of that bubble?
Well, she from 2022, she has tried making the circle a lot bigger.
Mhm.
She has tried talking to different individuals and professionals to get a sense of the country, the problems of the country, the possible solutions.
Mhm.
But I guess that is her way of trying to adjust to the nuances of the position of the vice president. She's not leader, she's just one of those.
Okay.
And since they broke, it was essentially you're on your own. So kailangan niya talagang to get more people in that
Okay.
circle.
You mentioned 2022 when she was campaigning, I guess, no? When she
Yes.
tried to move out of her comfort zone and maybe get a feel of things outside of Davao City. With what's happening now, no, grabe, no, I can't imagine other politicians who've
Yes.
gone through this kind of ringer,
Yes,
no.
yes.
Do you think she's retreated back to her shell? Is there a sense of siege mentality
No.
in the vice
I
president?
think she's out. She's doing her work, not being bothered by all these noises from the house. Sometimes, I think there are times na nasasaktan siya, but she doesn't show it. I guess the rare time was when she went to Davao City and she met all her previous
Mhm.
colleagues in
Oh,
the
yeah,
city
yeah,
hall,
yeah,
and she,
yeah.
you know,
Cried.
kind of
Oo.
teared up. So other than that, I think she's very strong. As a woman, I am surprised that she can, you know,
Take it.
handle these things. All the things that have been thrown at her, they're not easy. But sa tingin ko yun yung training sa tatay niya eh.
Okay. At the same time, in the public's mind, there are two images of the vice president or Sara
Mm.
Duterte that was burned in the public's mind. One is yung that incident with the sheriff, yung
Mm.
pananapak niya.
Mm.
Second is her going nuclear
Mm.
while in detention in the House of
Mm.
Representatives. Do you think medyo mahirap i-live down yung dalawang image na yon, ano?
Sa tingin ko, pag inipit mo siya lalaban,
Mhm.
clearly doon sa she was not in my horizon. She only came to my horizon when I heard of the news na nanampak ng sheriff. I think the context there is sinabihan niya, wag mo munang
I-demolish yung mga squatter. Oh.
kasi nanggaling siya doon sa baha, aayusin pa niya.
Hintayin ako.
So
Yun ang pakiusap niya.
klarado pagdating sa issue ng dealing with constituents, he will stand up. Ito namang yung when
Sa
she
Congress,
went nuclear,
batasan.
no? Ang context doon, mga tao niya yung inaapi, yung chief of staff niya, linagay sa, ita-transfer na nga sa Women's Custodial Center. So, makita mo siya. Lalaban siya pag yung mga tao niya at mahal niya sa buhay at mga constituents niya ay inaapi. So, I guess, I don't know, it was characterized as may problema yata ang mga Duterte,
Mhm.
sabi na
Yeah.
NBI director, no?
Aha.
Pero walang problema doon kasi behavior niya talaga na wag kang mga api. Wag mong sisikilin ang mga tao kasi titindig ako. And that is her.
On balance, do you think that leaves a better impression or a negative impression of the vice president's character?
Negative if you use the lens of people who are so used to leaders being well-behaved, well-dressed, well-mannered. But it would be endearing
Mhm.
for those who you work for,
Okay.
and you see a leader who is fighting for you.
Okay. Endearing for maybe people who find to be at the receiving end of injustice.
Mm.
But you know, we've often heard, no, from at least business circles,
Mm.
from the more
Oo.
upscale
Yes,
segments of
yes.
society, natakot sila sa
Oo,
vice president.
Definitely.
And they fear for the country if the vice president takes the helm, takes ano.
Sa tingin ko naman,
So
walang...
is there reason to fear Sara?
No, there's no reason. There is reason to believe that she has a good work ethic. There's reason to believe that she will exact accountability. There is reason to believe that you will have a leader who will care for you more than let the politics of the day define your actions. There is reason to be lucky, I guess. Because you will have a leader who will reach out and talk to you. Yung ayaw lang niya, siguro ang pinakaklarado doon, white and black siya eh.
Mhm.
Wag mong gawin ito, hindi tayo mag-aaway. Gawin mo to, kalaban mo ako.
Couldn't be that the problem? Couldn't that be the problem? Like, you know, for the business class, for the business community, medyo it's not something that will be taken easily or positively, no?
Yeah.
Yung ganyang attitude, no? And palpable o totoo yung fear ng mga negosyante. And at the same time, anybody who aspires or ambitions to become president would have to deal with that kind of sentiment among the business community.
True, but she's not from the oligarch. She's not elitist. She's essentially DE. And then you can probably ask the Ayalas, why are you investing heavily in Davao? What
Okay.
is in Davao? The Gokong Ways, the Aboitises. I mean, it's one side of the coin where you see her as really ruthless, and another side of the coin where you see her as really someone with a rod that will, a mother, that will tell her kids, behave, let's do this work together, let's not aggravate the positions of those who have less in life. So essentially, yun yung character mold niya eh.
Okay. At the same time, we hear, no, this is an often mentioned statement by at least yung kaibigan natin, si Ronald Llamas. Sinasabi niya na for the opposition, he's referring to the classic opposition, the yellow movement, it's existential
Oo.
for them.
Diyan na ako nag-agree sa kanya. Bira kami
existential
mag-agree
talaga.
niyang kaibigan
So pero,
mo.
by saying existential, sinasabi niya, do or die to para sa kanila.
Oo.
And by agreeing, you're saying, you're practically confirming their fear na
Hindi.
lagot sila pag nanalo si VP.
Hindi.
There is some element of threat
I'm
there.
confirming that they do not have a base vote. Sarah has
Should they
30 to
fear? Okay.
35%.
An election is normally a gentleman's contest or gentlewoman's
Yeah.
contest. But should they fear?
No.
Will there be retribution in a Sarah
For those with
presidency?
allocables, with ghost projects and substandard projects, you should fear. For those who are there and willing to join hands with her to build this country and to love this country, you should not fear.
But Malu, it's so easy to just say na at the start yung mga may allocables lang. But you know, things can, once you go on a retribution
Oo.
path, I mean, it's easy also to have to see some abuses.
Yeah.
I mean, di ba?
Siguro ang klarado dun sa sinabi niya when she made that announcement that she's running, that she will govern and let the vice president, her
You're
vice
right,
president, do the accountability.
That was a very loaded statement, Malu, di ba?
Oo.
Don't you think that was designed to sow fear?
No,
among people who oppose her?
I'm just saying what I plan to do. I'm just being forthright.
You don't think that it was a veiled warning?
No,
Na here's your last chance to
no, no.
to switch sides before
Wala ngang switch side eh, kasi she detests politics.
Mhm.
So
or to go easy on me.
No. I think she said that because legitimate naman yung issue na walang pondo para sa bayan. So she has to really drill that there'll be accountability.
What else do you think the vice president needs to show? I mean, she already declared that she wants to run for the president for president. No? What else do you think she needs to do? Another thing that's a monkey on her back is this whole pro-China thing. You think she needs to address some on that issue?
Yeah. She has to be clear on the foreign policy. I think she did one time when she said, I am for the Philippines, for the interest of the Filipino people, whether it will be with the US or China, for so long as it is in the interest of the Filipinos, I will work with both. So that's neutrality.
That's motherhood.
It's motherhood, but you wait when she is elected because she will make sure that the motherhood is translated into actual neutrality among the two countries. No, it is important for the Philippines to develop with them as friends. On the other hand, with our economy so bad, I think she will have to concentrate more on the economy, build the investments areas where people can, just because you have a government that is firm, government that is committed to peace and order and development, then investors can readily come in the country.
I'll just go back to foreign policy. You mentioned that in neutrality, doing what's in the best interest of the Philippines. Of course, any president would say that. No, BBM said enemies to none, friends to all. But at the same time, you have America and China who don't want you to be neutral. How is she going to deal with pressures from these two competing superpowers who don't want neutrality in the Philippines?
I think that would be very hard, but I think she would be able to address both if she comes up with a clear foreign policy principles or framework for the three of us, US, China, and the Philippines, to be able to work together on certain common objectives. Example, oil gas exploration. That is something that this country, the Philippines, will have to decide upon sooner or later, because what happened in the Middle East cannot happen again in ASEAN. There is no oil, gas infrastructure in ASEAN. And if you are able to build that infrastructure, whether in the Philippines or the ASEAN region, we're protected. So there's a lot of elbow room that you need to work, especially with ASEAN. She is not a war freak who would probably side with a nation, with all this intentions of going to Taiwan, or intentions of being the frontline defense of a nation.
So she doesn't agree with all these EDCA sites in the Philippines, the expansion of U.S. military presence here in the
yes,
Philippines,
especially
all
the
these
hub
VFAs.
and the
She's not for that.
Pac Silicon, no. Besides, she was not involved in the decision making. Nor,
She's not for that.
No.
Okay. Kasi sinasabi nila, the reason, her being, okay, let's not say pro-China, but not exactly on the interests, with the interests of the United States, makes her, yun ang reason ba't ayaw sa kanya ng Amerika.
Well,
And by extension, ayaw sa kanya ng military.
oo, pero
And by
alam mo,
extension, kaya wala nangyari sa lahat ng panawagan ng opposition na mag-withdrawal of support all this time.
hindi. Yung support naman is another issue. Pero yung magiging pro-American ka at pababayaan mo yung interest ng bansa mo, sa tingin ko, klarado sa kanya kung anong una.
Okay. Do you think that risk, that's a major obstacle to her becoming president, for example?
Well, the election is decided not by the US, but by the Filipinos.
Really,
They
Malu?
influence,
Really,
probably they influence. I mean, that's the other side, no? They can make a president win for so long as you are with that power. But I think we should not be looking at it that way, because if we do, we might as well just apply to be the 51st state of the United States. And to a larger extent, we kind of set aside our history if we do that. Yung history ng Pilipino, kasaysayan ng Pilipino, para sa Pilipino dapat, hindi para sa interes ng dayuhan.
Pero ang kasaysayan ng Pilipinas ay walang nahalal na hindi okay sa Amerika.
Oo, pero siguro, subukan natin ngayon. Titindig tayo. Hindi naman okay sa Amerika si Duterte.
Nalusutan
yung ama.
sila, kaya daw never again.
Yeah. Pero tingnan natin, gusto ba ng taong bayan si Inday Sara? Kasi sa akin, mas mahalaga yung sasabihin ng mga Pilipino kaysa sa sasabihin ng mga dayuhan. Kasi at the end of it, tayo yung nagtutulungan para sa bansa natin. Hindi naman yung dayuhan. Yung dayuhan either nanggugulo o humihingi ng pabor.
So do you think that she will go back to the foreign policy of her father?
Yes.
She will return. And that's a good thing?
It is a good thing because it gave us more friends. It is a good thing because it placed the Philippines in the map of, Patrick, ang mahalaga kasing tandaan natin, sa bawat bansa sa mundo may Pilipino. Yung OFW, kaya mahalaga yung OFW sa kanya, kaya mahalaga ang Pilipinas. Katulad na nangyari dito sa labanan sa Middle East, mahalaga sa kanyang ma-repatriate, mahalaga sa kanilang may trabaho dito, pero ano nangyari? So, ako nakikita ko yung lente niya na kung saan may Pilipino, dapat may proteksyon ng gobyerno.
Okay. Have you ever found yourself in the same room with the Vice President, Sara Duterte, among people she would consult with or talk with?
Nung
about things and
2022,
plans?
Noong 2022 when she ran for Vice President.
Not recently.
Meron, pero that's between us na lang. Meron. Why?
I just want some insights on how she is.
Oh, she's very cool. There are no I've served other
Ano yung thought process niya?
Yung thought process niya normal naman, napakasimple. Hindi yung complex compound. May mga naging pinuno tayo na
Is she more a listener or somebody with their own ideas?
a listener, both. Listener, pag hindi niya kabisado yung topic at pag meron na siyang set, sasabihin sa'yo, ma'am, ano sa tingin mo? So, may ganong level.
Is she the type that someone like you, for example, can be open and honest with and frank and candid?
Oo. Oo. At kung minsan, umaabot yung usapan namin na minsan nagtatampo ako sa desisyon niya kasi
Mhm.
hindi pinanigan yung
Aha.
suggestion ko. Pero
Ganun talaga.
that's leadership,
Mhm.
'di ba? To a certain degree, you give them scenarios, you give them options. At the end, she'll make the decision. I may not necessarily agree with it,
Okay.
but as someone helping her, I would have to understand where she's coming from.
Are you ready to give us an example of
There were two, but na medyo hindi kami. Siguro sa impeachment.
okay.
Yung impeachment, third impeachment, we were looking for someone to endorse, but she didn't lift a finger.
What impeachment
There was
is this?
supposed to be a third impeachment against the president.
Okay.
That third impeachment was not received by the House Secretariat. We had an endorser if it was received by the Secretariat. Since
Oo.
hindi na-receive, nawala yung endorser. So we needed another endorser for us to file it.
And she could
And
have found a sponsor.
And she could have exerted effort to look for one,
Mhm.
but she did not.
Did she explain why?
Essentially because she doesn't agree that that should be filed.
Na may point pa o may patutunguhan pa yung impeachment.
Yes.
She didn't agree with that.
Yes. So, lahat kami, nagtrabaho kami dyan, hirap na hirap kami, nagkatampuhan, you know. Ako, it took me several weeks before I talked to her. And she knew it. And you know, she tried reaching out. And that was the story of her announcement because I didn't bother looking at that message. Yung pala, in-attach na yung speech ng kanyang pagtakbo, no?
Mhm.
And I didn't bother looking at the last line because the last line ay Sara Duterte is running for president.
You missed that line.
I missed that. I missed
You thought
that.
it was just like,
Oh,
okay.
it's one of those trying to reach out, but you know, when I saw it, oh my God.
What
Sabi-
made her do that? That speech? And this early?
I think,
That early?
well, she
been a
needed to
time.
establish clearly her plans. That's one. She needed to, again, publicly
Mhm.
apologize because there have been a lot
Okay.
of people, especially from Mindanao, saying to her face, kasalanan mo yan eh, kaya nagkaganyan. Lahat kasalanan niya kasi nag-slide down siya. So that's why she had to make that public, the apology, and there were like 18 reiterative apologies on why she had to do that. So sa akin, it was unburdening, and that has to be made in terms of political side, no, political strategy. That has to be made to change the arena from what do you call this, respondent to leading contender for 2028.
When she came up with that statement welcoming an impeachment trial in the Senate and describing it as a
Bloodbath.
bloodbath, what did she mean by that? Of course, not literally, but what did she mean? Did she mean that bring it on? Did she mean that she's going to come out swinging too? Did she mean that? What did she mean?
Oh, you will see that when we have the trial. She
Okay.
will.
You're-
The evidence will be presented, and you will be shocked at the way the demolition was made against her.
So she will try to deconstruct and trace and put together this demolition conspiracy against her.
From
You think that's what matters in the impeachment?
Well, yeah, you have to explain to your mandate that this is what actually happened. This is my salin. My salin didn't start when I was vice mayor. My salin started when I was vice president, the impeachable position. Therefore, all those salin, illegal wealth, etc., the BIR and the AMLA will be flushed into the toilet because maling-mali yung simula. Ang simula, sinama nung mayor siya hanggang vice president. That's one. Secondly, yung siya use ng confidential fund, hindi sinasabi ng committee na pwede pa siyang mag-appeal sa Supreme Court. Ilalabas ba si Grace Piatos? Yan ang hindi ko alam. But there'll be...
Would you advise?
Na ilabas? Kawawa naman, lahat ng linalabas pinapatay ng mga CPP, NPA. So talaga napakahirap yung gagawin, no? Siguro ipapakita lamang kung paano
option
ginamit.
yan. Lalabas si Grace Piatos. It's on the table.
Yeah.
So may Grace Piatos. Not literally that name, ano?
No.
But somebody with that AKA. Elias.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Ang sinasabi ng opposition or those behind this impeachment is that once the bank records are opened, and the amount and the transactions laid bare before the public in the Senate trial, that this will diminish the strong lead that the Vice President enjoys up to this point.
Mali naman kasi yung transactions eh. Ikaw, bilyonaryo ka kung based sa transaction. Pero kung based sa actual cash, ano yung sa passbook mo, ano yung lumalaman, yun lang yun. Pero pag ginamit mo yung credit debit, at talagang aabot yun ng bilyon. Una.
Hindi ba mahirap paliwanag sa tao yan? Ang
Hindi.
tao, kakapit lang sila sa big number.
Hindi. Sila nga ang nagde-debunk eh. Alam mo, natutuwa ako, Patrick, kasi from Madriaga to the bank account, to yung kahapon ng NBI, pag tingnan mo pag nag-sentiment analysis ka online, makikita mo tao nagde-defend sa kanya. Yung bank tellers, ang daming bank tellers na lumabas at nag-explain, mali naman ho yan. Yun ngang sinasabing account na kaduda-duda, magkakaroon ng kaduda-duda kasi parang 33 of the 630, no? Yun yung mga nag-attempt na mag-deposit ng piso, ng 500, yung kaduda-duda, bakit ganun yung transaction? Pero maraming bank tellers, maraming bank managers ang nagsabi na mali naman yung ginagawang transactions ang basihan nyo. Ang dapat, ano yung total remaining money sa bangko? Yun ang pag-usapan natin.
Ganon. Okay, you run a survey company, Publicus.
Yes.
Okay, well, at the same time, let's start with this other survey from another company, which suggests that Lenny, well, not suggests, it shows by numbers, that Lenny is closing in on the lead of Vice President Sara Duterte. Are we seeing that kind of movement?
Kasi yung closing in, lahat naman yan potential mag-close in dahil ang binabakbakan lang naman si BP Sara. So kung titingnan mo yan, law of averages, tirahin mo ng tirahin si BP. Nagsimula si BP sa 60s. Ngayon nasa 30, 32, 35.
That's a big fall.
Oo, yeah. Across 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So, with all the demolitions, ang nakikita mo, yung base vote ng Duterte remains.
Okay.
If you go to Mindanao, that's a high of 80s to 90.
Right, percent of Mindanao.
If you go to Central Visayas, which is Cebu, Bohol, that is still in the high 70s.
Okay.
So, makikita mo, totoo, dahil wala namang tinitira kay Lenny. 'Di ba? So, lahat itong mga pangalan na nababanggit, walang accusation. Ang tangi lamang tinitira ay si VP Sara. So, logical yung pag-ungos ng numero niya.
So, itong 32, hindi na ito bababa. Kumbaga, it will stay in the 30s.
Ang sense
Pwede
ko,
akit pa. Pwede umakyat, pero hindi na bababa.
Kasi yan ang base.
Yan ang base.
Oo.
Okay. But
pag bumaba, alarming na yon.
Yun. Yung mga yung naniniwala, nawawala. Parang yun ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay. At the same time, you think 32, 30s is enough for her to win? Depends on the scenario 2028?
Depends on the scenario. In a one-on-one, the 30 is not enough. You need probably around 45.
Okay.
A high of 45. If it's 1 against 8, 1 against 7, 30. I'll go with the 30 to 35.
Okay. But Malu, di ba, we've always had elections, presidential elections with multiple candidates. Minsan nga 10 yan eh. Pero in the end, dalawa lang talaga nagbabakbakan. So even if we have, 4 or 6 candidates in 2028, it will still be a square off of 2 candidates.
No, but kasi pag marami ka, nababawasan yung share of vote.
Di ba maliit lang naman? Minimal
Kahit
marginal yung
hindi
mga...
ka magiging majority. magiging
Mm.
plurality ka.
Oh.
Samantalang pag
enough to win.
one
Like Ramos, enough to win?
Yeah. One against one, talagang mapipwersahan ka mag-majority.
Or I'm just wondering whether even in a plurality, if 32 is enough.
Yeah, it is.
So who do you think will be, who she will be up against?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't see anyone having double digits eh.
Well, Lenny.
Well,
But she's not running.
That's one survey.
Mm.
I would believe that Lenny is a potential if in 3 surveys she maintains the numbers.
Okay, do you think she's the strongest?
Lenny?
Yeah.
Galing sa 2 talo na eh. Vice President and
But
President.
who else if it's not Lenny?
I don't know.
Anybody on the horizon? There
That-
must be somebody on the horizon.
That's for your
In the
friend
picture.
to... Di ba sabi nga nung kaibigan mo, dapat mag-unite, mag-common
Right,
candidate. That's the challenge to the opposition.
So,
And
with Lenny
serious-
out of the picture, they're looking only at 2 people, Risa Ontiveros and Bam Aquino,
That's a lot of catching up.
for these 2 people.
Yes.
And who else? John Vic says he's fine
John
with it,
Vic
he's
is
ready.
but you
Yes.
know, the people may not be ready.
That's what he also said. The people might not be ready for him.
I don't know with
He's
the
very honest and
administration.
candid.
Yes. I think it's not every politician's dream to run for president. Only a few and selected ones can really hurdle the task.
So in this battle royale, the only way to stop VP Sara Duterte is really to disqualify her, I guess.
Yeah, that is why there is
Mm.
an impeachment.
Okay.
And there is a threat to perpetually disqualify her.
Okay. If that happens, who is the opposition? Well, the Duterte opposition going to field?
Oh, there are several.
Well, would you mind? Who are in
Sharing?
the picture? Yes. Who are in the picture?
There are
Of
several
course, they
there.
mentioned Baste. They've mentioned Baste.
Yeah.
And I understand he's also polling in the senatorial.
Yes.
So he's in the top 5 or no?
Including Pulong is
Including
doing
Pulong.
well in
Uh-huh.
the senatorials.
So who else?
So there'll be someone. There'll be someone.
There'll be someone. Not limited to A. Duterte.
No, not limited. to
There's
Duterte.
Bongo, I guess, who's also doing
Let's
very
see.
well.
Let's see.
Ay mo talaga sabihin mo, Lu.
Oo, mahirap naman i-reveal,
Bakit?
no?
Bakit baka?
Hindi, mga kanyan, hindi pa naman measured talaga.
Baka naman yung ano mo, yung Publicus famously, I remember you famously saying against all odds and against all bets that Marcoleta would win. And
Yeah.
it was very incredible at the time you said that. And he
Yeah.
did win.
He win. Oh, he won, right?
Right.
And that
So would he
one,
be in the picture in 2020?
Probably as
would he
vice
be a
president.
shoo-in, huh?
probably as vice president.
Only.
Yeah. Or, I don't know. What Marcoleta showed in 2025 is that you don't necessarily have to have the money, but you need a parallel organization with the discipline to convert.
Mhm.
So what was done there was, yung first 45 days, he wasn't placing well.
Right.
But when local came in and everyone was asking for the endorsement of the Iglesia ni Cristo, and the question was asked, what did you do for candidate Marcoleta? Did you campaign? Did you, put the
Right.
posters, etc.? If you did not, you will not get the endorsement. If you did, there was the conversion. So imagine kay Marcoleta, the money came for the ads in the last 2 weeks.
Mm.
So these
So
are
the
all
money,
ground.
money, okay.
Yeah, these are all ground.
Pumasok
So
ang pera.
last 45 days was the conversion of Marcoleta. That's why people were saying, oh, wala na yan kasi for first 45 days he wasn't placing
Would you
well.
say it's even stronger now than during election day?
Yes, because
Now.
people are seeing the kind of leader he is and the kind of issues he's carrying. They're not popular issues, but certainly there are issues that people would love to have, like lowering the price for Meralco,
Right.
lowering the price of electricity, coming out with yung itong sa Blue Ribbon
Mhm.
na nagkagulo-gulo na.
Medyo counterintuitive si Marcoleta because you can't exactly say he's a very charming person.
He's not.
It's not right.
He doesn't
No.
care.
Doesn't care.
He doesn't smile. He doesn't. I mean, that's his.
Borderline grumpy, right? No, but maybe that's the charm. Would you say?
I
mean,
think
for
so. Ay, hindi.
somebody
At
in
saka,
PR and optics.
Lumalaban eh. tumatayo at lumalaban, whether yung issue hindi makakatulong sa kanya, pero sige lang ng paglaban.
Enough to pick Ping Lacson, who normally hindi
Diba?
napipick.
Oo. We've seen
Oo.
Senator Lacson.
Nonchalant yan usually.
Oo, ngayon
Diba?
talagang
Oo.
para silang mortal enemies doon.
Grabe, you've seen
Nagsasagutan,
words coming out of
diba?
Ping that
Yeah.
normally never mo nakita
Yeah.
sa ni Ping.
And
Yeah.
and Marcoleta is a freshman.
Oh.
But they cannot treat him like how
Yeah,
Senator
normally bully them
Santiago would.
to silence.
Oo, freshman ka lang, tumahimik ka dyan. Hindi, kasi maraming alam at he went to the grinder nung House of Rep. So,
given this scenario, there's really, by your estimation, nobody in the picture for the administration
right
or
now,
for the
I don't
yellow
see
opposition.
anyone.
So does this leave you with a feeling of smugness?
Hindi
With,
naman. Because she will have to undergo the impeachment.
okay.
And he can be impeached or he can get out of it. When you get out of it, you're free. There is no more dirt to throw at her. Kasi tinapon na lahat ang dumi. Parang
Okay.
yung tatay, di ba, in-acknowledge niya, babaero ako, bastos ako, nagmumura ako.
Ano
Kaya,
pa?
di ba, kaya kaming mga political campaigners, ay, ano naman yun, sinabi na niya lahat. Pero ang
Hindi nagtira.
the reason why he said those things is, ano pang gagawin yung itatapon sa akin na negative? Sinabi ko na lahat.
But there's
So,
still a worst case scenario na pwede siya ma-convict at ma-disqualify.
Yeah, pag nangyari yun,
Would that be like the world caving in on the opposition?
I think,
Would that be disastrous?
hindi naman. Kasi may na-prepare na mga parallel track so that in the event na ma-impeach siya, may sasalo. You know, ako, I have been on record saying you can resign. But she doesn't want to resign.
She wants to...
She,
She wants a bloodbath in the Senate. She wants to go through that
ako,
bloodbath.
hindi ko maintindihan
Parang,
yan.
with those statements, Malu, parang lalo natatakot na reinforce
Hindi
yung
naman,
fear
huwag
ng
naman
tao.
matakot. Alam
Yung
mo,
fear and loathing. I'm not talking about myself,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
people who
yeah.
the fear
Kasi
and loathing of
you
Sarah.
fear a person whom you do not know.
Mhm.
And that's a problem of Inday Sara. She is not known.
Right.
She is very simple. She doesn't move around the circles.
So I guess my question to you, Malu, no, as somebody from Manila, not from
Oo.
from Davao,
Oo.
out of that Davao shell, isn't that something you tell her, for example, na,
Oh, she
hey, you
knows.
need to reach out
She
to...
knows. Hindi lang
And
naman
is she
ako ang
doing
nagsabi. Oo naman. Pero, hindi, ayaw niya kasing maging plastic. Hindi naman ako, ma'am, galing sa yaman. Hindi naman ako, bakit all of a sudden, makikipag, hindi ko sila kilala. That's why it was, for me, very interesting when Jasa went to Davao and they met. And I wasn't there. I was just looking at the body language. And she was all smiles. Jasa was all smiles. They don't know each other, ha? Kaya nga sabi ko, alam mo, you have to break the wall. And in that instance, she was able to break the wall. Tapos sabi pa nga niya, ang gwapo-gwapo pala niya, no?
Ganon.
But she doesn't move around those circles. And she doesn't want to pretend that she is one of them. Pag nakita mo siya, Patrick, yung suot,
Yeah.
hindi mo akalain na vice president.
Maybe that's a problem with Manila society.
Oo.
It's a...
Diba? Masyado tayong makahusga.
Oh,
Oo.
maybe culturally, there's a deep
Yeah.
cultural chasm or
And
divide
I was
there.
told by someone na Bisaya, sa Bisaya, pag sinabing papatayin kita, hindi daw yun seryoso. Kasi sa kultura ng Bisaya, di ba, strong sila eh. Pero sa atin, ng taga Manila, papatayin? Ba't naman yung word na yun? So makikita mo yung
Totoo ba
cultural
yan?
clashes.
Baka-
Hindi, sinabi talaga niya sa akin. Kasi sabi niya, Malu, intindihin mo kasi, iba ang Bisaya, iba ang Bisaya joke. Sa Manila joke, hindi nga namin kayo makuha eh. Pero kami, pag sinabi mo, papatayin ko yan.
Pero siguro naman nung sinabi ni Sarah na may kinausap na siya.
Mali naman.
Hindi yun Bisayan metaphor.
Yung
Well, okay.
conditional yon. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, conditional threat. Hindi threat based on a condition. Conditional threat. If, then, di ba? Pero alam mo, kaya yung konteksto nun, kasi masyadong inapi yung kanyang mga tao. So she will stand as a leader. Biro mo makita mo yung leader na gano'n, magaganon. Hindi ka ba sasabihin, oh, gusto ko ito, pinaglalaban ako. At yun ang endearing sa Duterte brand, pinaglalaban ang ordinaryong tao, hindi si mga amo, yung tao.